Hey, what's up, guys? So, Dr. Dollar here with another weekly overview. You know how we do every single week. I never miss, never fail. Let's see. We're gonna take a look here at NAS 100. What do I see here on NAS 100? We're gonna go up to the 4 hour. We're gonna actually check out the daily here. Okay, the daily did break below this 50 SMA, but now bounced right back up above it. So I'll be bullish as long as we stay above this 50 SMA to then come up and at least touch this SMA. But if this starts to drop here, we're gonna be bearish for a while, guys. Just because if you look at the daily here, we have a big move to correct, right? But as you guys can see right here, we use past price in order to predict future price, right? So right over here, we did break below, but once we bounced right above it, we continued to respect it, right? Here, we broke below, now we're bouncing back above it. So now we do need to see if we do hold this 50 SMA or if we start to break the 50 SMA. If we do start to break the 50 SMA, as you guys can see, these indices, once they break this 50 SMA, guys, we really take a fucking hit, a big hit. This was coronavirus. So this 50 SMA really is respected here. So I am willing to take some longs here on NAS 100. So we are going to go to the 4 hour now and see exactly what price is doing here on the 4 hour. Here's where I'm going to start drawing out my zones, making sure that everything is nice and clean for me. Right over here, beautiful level of support. Right over here as well. Bang, bang. And then we have this level of resistance here that we can possibly target, and we can also target this level over here. Correct? Now let me get the targets for the lows. We target this level here for sure. Level of reaction. I'm going to draw this just a little bit wider than I normally do, just because I want to get these touches in it. This touch, this touch, this touch. But this is a clear level of support. Alright, so now we got a clean range, right? So now we're going to go down to the 1 hour. We're going to see how we can possibly target these ranges. I see buys above here. Buys above right here. I also see maybe some sells, once we start breaking this 8 SMA here. So you know what I do when I need to get alerted that the SMAs are going to break? I go right here, I right click this SMA and I put add alert on this SMA on this time frame. Right? So now I know when this SMA starts to get touched. Right? So now I have an alert on this SMA. So now we have our sell level here, because once they start breaking that 8 SMA, we might come down and test this wick over here for a big move. Right over here, 1,500 points, pips, and we have a big move over here for 2,400 pips. Now we are bearish, so we do need to be very mindful that we are bearish here on the 1 hour time frame and the 4 hour. And the daily, right? So we do need to be very mindful of that and just see how we can possibly stay away from danger. Now on this time frame, we have this level of resistance here. We don't want to touch it here. This is kind of a no trade range here for me. That's pretty much all I see here on NAS 100. So just be very mindful that if we're still in this range. Now, if we do start to break above these highs here, at that point, these SMAs would now be in our favor, kind of something like this. To then come up, tap to fly. So you do have to be very mindful that if once these SMAs start to flip bullish, you guys can start looking for longs. US 30, let's go up to the daily, see how the daily is looking. Dude, the daily made a nasty double bottom here, but we're still respecting these SMAs here. As long as these SMAs don't flip bearish, meaning red over blue, pretty bullish. Right, because we double bottomed here and it's a clear level that we continuously respect. We could target this level here on the daily time frame. Now we're going to go down to the 4 hour and see how these levels are getting respected. Oof, I honestly don't see anything clear here for US 30, at least for me. Nothing too clear here, but I'm just going to go ahead and mark up these zones here so you guys can possibly execute if this does look like appealing to you guys. So if we do start to break above here, we could possibly come up, tap this area. Now if we start to break below this low, you guys can target those daily lows again for 3,500 pips. That would be a nasty move, guys. So just make sure you guys are being very, very aware of that. Possibly even, you know, longs above here, because that's when we start disrespecting this lower high, right? So this, once this lower high here gets broken, we will create a, you know, something like this, and then maybe come back for a retracement to then continue flying, right? So this will be a downtrend here, correct? Once we start to break above and break above these highs, then market structure is breaking to then possibly make a move to the upside, looking something like this, and just respecting this trend line. Now this is kind of predicting what price is gonna do. We're just speculators. I really don't see anything clear, but sells below here, sells below this low here on the 1 hour seem extremely clear, and buys above here seem clear too. Of course, your TP1, guys, has to be right over here. So just have a tight stop loss and then target your 1-to-1 and then just let it run to see if possibly we can come up here and test these highs over here. Super simple, bro. Super simple stuff here. I'm expecting kind of to start uptrending here, kind of like we did over here. Because as you guys can see, like right over here, where was our lower high in this minor trend, right? Our lower high was right here, correct? As soon as we broke the lower high structure, we came back for a retracement, and then we started our new trend, correct? These indices like to start trending, beautiful small trends, and then we started to trend upwards. So just make sure you guys are noticing that. So that's pretty much all I see here on US30. Nothing too clear on US30. I would rather wait a little earlier on in the week, like the New York stock open, and then it'll pick its direction for the week, at least from what I've noticed. German 30, my baby. I love her. She treats me so nice. Right over here, you know, we have a beautiful support level that we keep respecting. But we also have a downtrend right over here, correct? Something to keep in mind that if we do start to touch this trend line, you know, you guys want to start continuing to get out. But German 30 is always setting up super nice here for me. You know, we have this previous level of support here on the 4-hour time frame. If we start to break above this high over here, I'll be looking to take it long, to touch this area here. So buys above here of this 4-hour candle here would definitely play out here. Now, the reason why I say that, we do have this level over here that we need to break, right? So this will be here a watch out zone that we would need to break before hitting TPs. But if we do start to break this lower high, the reason why I'm long is because, you know, we're getting these scoops here, right? We're getting these SMA scoops. Now, if we start to close up above here, we'll be above this SMA to then maybe make these SMAs cross over bullishly and then continue up. Guys, I talk about this all in my course super in depth, so just if you guys haven't bought the course, bro, you guys are sleeping. But clearly, you know, on the 30-minute, you can see why I'm bullish above here. But we have this little area here of traffic. So you guys do really have to be mindful of this. And then once we start to break below back into this range, or even back below here, you guys should be considering to cut half, right? Let's check out the 15-minute here. But ideal setup would be, okay, we broke highs over here. We broke these highs. Now we're coming back for a Fibonacci long. Come back for that 5618 and then pump. And then that'll give us some confluence for the breakout that we're going to take, right? So then that Fibonacci's power can just come up and rip through this level, and then this level will be just irrelevant. And as you guys can see, this is also a cup and handle formation here. This will be the cup, handle, fly. It's usually how it goes, but we'll see whatever plays out, guys. I'm not rushing to get any trades tonight. I am going to be traveling tonight, so not really looking to, you know, take a loss, you know, or take a risky setup. I'd rather wait for those high probability setups. Now let's take a look here on gold. I'm going to go up to a daily time frame, see exactly where we're coming from, see exactly where we can head. Clearly, you know, we came down and tested this level all the way down here. previous level of reaction. So clear level, correct? Now what do we also get? We get a downtrend over here, minor trend here on the daily time frame. So we do start to break above that, like we have already here on the 4 hour. It is looking extremely clean to then just break out of the trend and continue back up to the 90% rule over here. 90% of the time when we are in a trend and we break the trend, we're probably gonna come up and test the top of the trend. Now, another confluence for longs is that we did come up here and started rejecting with a lot of bullish pressure here. So I am pretty bullish on this pair. I am willing to take some shorts though. If we do start to break below these lows over here, I'll be looking for sells below right over here. Sells below. Add a little alert there. That does seem extremely clean. Now, we also have this little level of manipulation, right? Manipulation is when price comes up to a certain area and rejects. But we continuously coming up here. So I will be looking for some buys above here. The reason why I'm looking for buys above here and not buys above right here is because we have these rejection wicks over here. So we do have to be extremely mindful of that. Let me go ahead and put buys above here. Guys, just set up these levels because I might stream a little late tonight. I will be on an airplane around the time that we start our session. So just make sure I'm doing this video so you guys really get to see what we're looking at and what I might have been looking at if I was on the charts, right? I really don't want you guys to miss the move. I want you guys to execute on your own strategy, execute with your own, trader's intuition. I don't want you guys to just copy me all the time, That's the only way you guys are going to get better. And then you guys can easily target, this area over here, for about 100 pips. That seems like extremely clean, especially since we have this clean candle here. I am expecting that. The reason why we are reacting here is because of this previous support level over here. So it makes a lot of sense to get a reaction, breakout, right? So I'm looking for longs above here to catch 100 pips. Of course, we'll probably have like a 30 pips stop loss, depending on how big this previous candle is before we enter. But that's looking clean. Gold is looking nice. Let's take a look here at GBP JPY. As you guys can see, when I'm doing the overview, I'm not going down to the 15-minute or the 5-minute or barely even the 30-minute. The reason why I'm staying in the higher time frames is because we need a higher time frame to set up so that then our lower time frames can give us that confirmation. We're not looking for entries right now, so there's really no reason to be looking at your 30-minute, because it's gonna respect the higher time frames at all times. Right, everything is setting up kind of nice here though. We have a downtrend over here. Kind of tried to break up above it. We did come down to the supply area, rejected it extremely fast, extremely hard. So I don't see anything clear up here on the 4 hour at least. All I see here clearly is this level of resistance here. Now on the 1 hour, we have this level of support here. We continuously respect. Now, if we start to break below here, you can easily take it back here, but you guys have to keep in mind that this is a whole wick. You see, wick. So it can happen to you. Now for clean buys. Clean buys, if I'm being honest, it's above here. Now, if we do start to break above this lower high and this lower high, then we're switching trends to come up and touch this trend line, right? Or I'm thinking up here, 105 pips. That'd be nice. That's the move I'm looking for. I'm not looking to take it long here, although it could work out, because all we need is 10 pips. But, this right here is not what I like seeing. So I would probably just wait until these areas up here get broken. I think that's our best route. Let's go ahead and put a little alert over here. Who knows, bro? I might call a signal. Might call a signal during on my flight trader shit, top tier shit. Right over here. Let's go. Euro JPY. Let's take a look here at Euro JPY. But yeah, guys, if you guys want to set that up how I have it set up, I think these will be our high probability setups. Now, I do know that price has a lot to move up here, but am I interested in taking a risky setup? No, especially on a Sunday. Definitely not. Euro JPY. Let's take a look here at Euro JPY. Go up to the daily, see where we're coming from, see where we can head. Right over here. Beautiful supply level here on the daily time frame. So you know we do. Okay, this is my thought on Euro JPY right now. If this next throughout the week, I'm not saying that this is gonna happen tonight, but if we start to come up here and close something like this or like this, and start giving me rejection or a bullish daily candle, I'm entering buys to the top of the range. Simple stuff. Now we're gonna look here at the 4 hour. Clearly we're in a range here on the 4 hour. Clearly we're setting up extremely nice how I like to see it on the 4 hour. So we do need to break these wicks above here. We're gonna clean up this zone here on the 1 hour time frame, but this is what I see right here. I am not willing to take shorts, although I do believe that this daily is gonna come down and test this level, so we could possibly take some shorts below this low here. But how many pips is that, and is it worth it? We need a 10 to 20 pip range, and we have a 56 pip range, so yeah, it's definitely worth it. TP1 will be right here, this previous support level. TP2 will be, you know, our 1 to 2, and then we'll hold it to see if it can run. Now we're gonna go down here to the 1 hour. Yeah, this is probably the most beautiful pair I've seen all day. I am going to execute on this pair right over here. Buys above, sells below. I'm gonna see how everything is setting up before I enter my plane, and might just call buy stops and sell stops to see if we can, you know, catch a little move before our session. GBP USD. Let's take a look here at GBP USD on the daily time frame. Daily time frame, you know, we broke these lows over here that I really thought we were gonna respect, but no, we couldn't respect it. We broke, so now I am bearish as fuck on GBP USD, especially with all the fundamentals that the US dollar is coming out with. I'm extremely bullish on the dollar, so pretty bearish on gold. So let's see. The 4 hour time frame might just be coming back for a little retest of this level here, or a Fibonacci long that we might have respected right over here. Right now we're getting that 5618 rejection. All we need is confirmation, a bearish engulfing candle, doji candle, with the bearish engulfing candle, maybe like 3 gravestones to continue down, something like that. We need a bigger candle than this, that's for sure. But I would really like a retracement back to this zone here to retest this level as resistance before dropping, right? But I am extremely bearish on this pairs, guys, so just make sure that you are looking for sells. Let's take a look here at the 1 hour. 1 hour is setting up extremely nice here. I am not looking for longs on this pair. I am looking for shorts either below these lows over here to continue down, or once we break this low here, we'll be under this all these SMAs, hopefully crossing here to the downside, because as we're not looking for this here. Like, yes, we're crossing over, guys, but that mouth, we're not looking for this mouth. We're looking for a mouth like this, a big opening, right? It's all on the course. You guys can go ahead and freaking cop the course. It literally explains what's an invalid. This right here, invalid. Why? Because it doesn't have a big mouth. If you guys want to learn more, dude, the course has literally everything. So right over here, you know, we have a beautiful support with our SMAs here. So once we start breaking below these SMAs, I'm looking to take it short back to these lows. Before we break the SMAs, I'm not looking for anything, just because I know price can come down, touch this SMA, fly it back up. So just make sure we get a clear break and close below, come back, retest the SMAs as resistance, then continue down again. You enter at the break of the lows here, if it sets up like that. I like to see how my trade's set up before I actually take it, so that if anything happens during the trade that I don't like, I'll be looking to cut half, right? Always try to visualize your trade and how to see it going. But yeah, guys, this is it for the weekly overview, you know, the 20 minutes. I will be on a flight tonight, so I will be late to the stream, so make sure you let everyone know for me. If you guys did watch to the very end, please just make sure you guys send me a DM, bro. I like to see you guys' response. I like to see your feedback. I love to see that you guys are working, and that motivates me even more, and then I'll just, you know, I'll tell you how good you're doing. just by putting in the work. At the end of the day, your trades don't have to do shit. As long as you're putting in the work behind it, that's enough. Okay, so just continue working, guys. Continue fucking grinding. I want to see some profits once I get to my destination. I really want to see some profits in the Discord group. I want to see charts for the streams in the Discord groups. I want to see all the Discord group popping today, man. We're close to like 300 members on the Discord, so if you guys have any friends, anyone, just make sure to invite them, bro. It's completely free. So yeah, guys, love you guys. Peace.